because both him and Oscar Norm, of course, from Sweden. Then you got Aki Pulaya from Finland, racing on the 128 Boss Racing Skidoo. Kyle Pauline, Logan Christian, Jacob Geert, who has had a great year so far. Trent Whitwer out of Judnick Motorsports, and Nick Patton on the number 98, stud boy Marty Cat. That's your order for this first heat.
Riders on the button there, getting some heat into the pipes. You can see them shaking their heads back and forth when they start to nod, and we'll be ready to go under starters' orders. And this pro qualifier here tonight in Deadwood's about to go green. Good takeoff off the starting line as the back charges down the straightaway. Who will grab the straightaway hole shot? It's Patton on the outside.
On the outside, yeah, you know that. They changed the way this track starts. It comes straight on instead of at an angle. So I think no matter where you're at on the starting grid, it's a good position. Patton just had a great hole shot, moved up front, but look at this, Aki Pulaya. He's got something to say about that.
And Carmen Hart there on the inside is Abel on the 31, and it looks like people trying to move up here. He's got Jacob Urick battling him for second and third as they go down into that Sunoco turn.
Talked about Urick on that Zanstradi Cat. Boy, what a year he's had. Wasn't certain if he was going to race, and now he's pretty glad that he did. He's got a great ride. These guys putting some great equipment underneath him, charging hard, trying to get underneath Har for second place.
Everybody getting fit real tight to the inside there through that FXR turn as they shoot back down over that ramp triple and down here into what we would call turns 3 and 4 of the track, coming off the Sunoco corner. Able to blow away a little bit here from here, but Pulaya maintains the advantage here by almost 2 seconds.
Yeah. You watch them, and it was about the same. They ran almost identical lap times, 23.519 to 23.355, so within a tenth of a second. Har keeps charging, but Pulaya's got himself pretty well positioned out there. You know, when we go back and look at how they raced here last year and the year before that, Lincoln Lemieux, Aki Pulaya, both with wins at Deadwood last year. The year before that, Tucker Hibbert had a sweep. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys can do. Here they are qualifying, Aki Pulaya out in front.
And there's a look at Kyle Pauline as well on the Lavali Racing Red Bull Polaris. He's on back there in the 4th position. Logan Christian, meanwhile, running in 5th, followed by Patton and Whitworth. Patton can have the whole shot, but he just overcooked it and almost went out of the berm in the Skidoo corner on the opening lap.
He came down hard, had to really check up the square, not going off the racetrack, but this guy here, he's under control as he now with about a 2.5 second lead over the field. Aki Pulaya from Finland, and I'll tell you, Aki, well, I tell you what, there's some racetracks he comes in and right from the get-go, he is on mark, and this looks like it could be one of those weekends for him.
Aki picked up a win in one of the earlier rounds of Amsoil Championship Snocross powered by Ram this season. He goes back down through the short rhythm section that leads into the Sunoco turn, and now he'll attack the U.S. Air Force Flyaway.
You know, that track that he did have the win on was in Fargo. Now, the weather conditions are 180 degrees. It was colder than cold there. But it was a short track like this, if you remember. Very, you know, rough. They had a lot of undulation like you're seeing here, and he did quite well. He, as you said, won round 3. Let's see if he can make that work here for him.
He'll complete lap 8 as he comes by the Amsoil finish line this time. And yellow flag out there in the zone here by the FXR turn, pushing everybody toward the outside.
That was a checkered flag there, so
okay.
Aki taking the win, and the checkered flag telling the racers that, and Aki's going, was there a checker? So Pulaya takes the win, Har in second, you're in third. Kyle Pauline, Logan Christian, Patton, and Whitworth, that'll be the way that they end up here as we'll throw it down and Haley will have your winner.
Pulaya, you know, of course the start is oh so critical, but I want to know what came into play there throughout that race that allowed you to continue to distance the gap on the rest of the field.
Well, we had a good practice time before the heat, so we get the sled on team pretty good. I could win the race, so I feel good.
A job well done. On to the next. This is Aki Pulaya, your heat race 1 winner, guys.
Thank you, Haley. And you could hear Aki breathe a little bit heavy here. Not only do we have a short, tight demanding racetrack here. We also have the altitude issue to deal with here.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher. You know, we're not way up in the mountains as if we were in Colorado or Wyoming or Jackson Hole or any place like that. But there is some higher elevation here, and you know, so it's going to make them work a little bit harder. You know, we look at these qualifiers, though, they're only running 7-8 laps. I wouldn't be a bit surprised that race director Carl Shavitsky makes them run 20-22 laps here for a final. So, 3 words, get used to it, guys.
All right, here's our second pro qualifier now coming up and getting staged at the starting line. Lincoln Lemieux will be in this one on the U.S. Air Force Amsoil Speed Sports sled, the number 13. Dingo Benham will be on the Hornet Rockstar Makita Skidoo, the number 221. Cole Katu, rookie in the pro class this year on the number 21 Ditch Witch Polaris. Oscar Norm, teammate to Emil, who we saw in the first round, qualifying on the number 40 Polaris for Henches Racing. Elias Ischel, your point leader on the XPS Jimmy John Skidoo, and Travis Muller on the Arctic Cat. All right, let's get an update from Haley.
Thanks, guys. As you'll hear from almost any rider, there is such an emphasis on the start. But you know why that is so critical on a track like this? Is because it's the bull ring. You know, in just a couple of laps there, we'll see this as the night continues, but in just a couple of laps, your leader could find lap traffic. Now, this is a fast, narrow track, and passing is already a challenge, so that's going to come into play here, lap traffic, as the night progresses.
Yeah, Haley's definitely not kidding about that in the longer distance main events that we get into. I used the analogy earlier today, Mike, of describing this to one of my friends back home as this is the snowmobile equivalent of jet fighters in a gymnasium. All right, how's everybody doing here in Deadwood tonight, by the way? Thanks for listening, much appreciated. All right, they're on the button. We're getting ready. This is heat number 2, round 1 of pro qualifying here at the U.S. Air Force Snocross National in Deadwood. And we're under starters' orders. The pros on track here again at Deadwood as they come charging down the straightaway. Who can break out with that stud boy hole shot? It looks like Ischel may have it on the inside.
You looked at these guys as they shot out, and that was Ischel, but Oscar Norm had a great hole shot on the outside, too, as he was trying to stay with these guys. But, boy, I'll tell you what, you know, out of Oppdal, Norway, now you see him starting to use the 2 lines. I had talked to you earlier, Paul, about how this racetrack's going to develop, and that's one area they kind of leave. And inside, outside, in 3 and 4 here, you see some of the guys trying to come in deep, shallow underneath, and then go back up. That really creates a problem for the drivers on the outside. That's what Oscar Norm's been trying to do.
So Norm cracks off the corner. Lemieux trying to crank through that really tight line out of the FXR corner, and now he's got Cole Katu charging up to his outside here.
And you can see ahead of him, Elias Ischel. He is your leader. He's got almost a 1.5 second lead already. This is a good battle right here, you know, between Lemieux and Katu. I talked to Cole earlier today, and he says he's kind of in that checker wrecker mentality, and I said, you know, that ain't all bad, but this may not be a good track to have that attitude. I said, this one takes some real thinking and some real thought how you're going to get around here, but he's running well now.
And now he's going to fall into a battle with Daniel Benham, as Benham on the Rockstar Makita Skidoo is starting to close in on him, and Lincoln Lemieux has pulled away now on his Amsoil United States Air Force sponsored sled. So he's setting sail, trying to get up there and challenge Norm. Here's Elias Ischel holding on to the lead pretty comfortably now by about 2 seconds.
And you talk about Lincoln Lemieux. Lemieux almost a little over 3 seconds out of the lead. He's still a good 1.5 seconds behind Oscar Norm. So, you know, Lincoln's got his work cut out for him as you watch him go down into turns 1 and 2 on the far end. And look at that. The Norwegian takes a little peek over his shoulder to see how the competition's doing. And Elias knows he's out front, just needs to keep making good laps around this racetrack.
And Lemieux coming through that ever-roughening U.S. Air Force flyway toward the Amsoil finish line. Let's see if he stays with the inside. Nope, he's going to go to the outside there. It seems like that lane's a little smoother, longer line, but maybe a little bit quicker with that big berm building up on the outside.
And it's interesting because both ends of the racetrack, both 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, where you just seen your leaders go through, here he comes across the finish line. Watch him now as he goes down into 1 and 2. You see an inside line and an outside line, and that is the way that drivers are trying to make up some time. The same thing is true in the far end. And so the track really starting to get some character now.
Should be coming to the checkers here as he comes off the Snoko turn and through the U.S. Air Force flyaway. It's the XPS Jimmy John Skidoo of Elliott Ishul who will grab the win in this pro qualifier. Norm will come across second. Lemieux will finish in the third spot. Polka 2, nice fourth place finish held off Benham, followed by Muller in the sixth spot. So a good ride for your point leader and defending champion, well on his way to possibly becoming a two-time Amsoil Championship Snocross powered by Ram Grow titleist. Elias Ishul picking up the win. And let's go down to Hilly now for some words with our winner.
Elias Ishul, business as usual. You were absolutely ripping the lip on this front stretch here. I want to know how much you were having to push this machine also to the limits, because as you know, every foot you can put between yourself and the rest of the field counts on a track like this.
Yeah, for sure. The track is tight, and I could just. The team have been getting the. We got the whole shot and to just go from there, and yeah, trying to find those good lines. And yeah, it was a good race.
Looking forward to seeing what this guy can do later on tonight. This is your heat race winner, Elias Ishul.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be round 2 pro light competition here at the U.S. Air Force Snocross National in Deadwood.